he did say one or two choice words during the game, but it wasn't by choice.
Choice words? I don't know if I'll
Choice
be
words.
able. Now I'm live because
Okay,
I
you're
went.
live.
I did
Oh,
it manually. That's where I gotta.
okay.
The studio's gonna change so I can actually get all that stuff set up better. Um,
Okay.
what are you thinking of my little shorts I've been playing with?
They're good. I haven't done any shorts yet. Was there any trick to shooting that? It's
Any
just a short video.
bonus? Well,
No, any trick?
any tricks?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Like somebody told me you would hit like a specific button on there, and then launch create short, and then and your phone had to be in yeah. Oh, what's up, beat down?
Sup, bro?
I promise, beat down. We're only doing it on his. This is on my cell phone.
He's gonna
Oh,
sound a bit funny, guys, for this episode because it's what you guys were wanting. And yeah, Lloyd, what's up, bro? On my phone,
what's
won't be
going
there
on?
tonight, hanging out with my cousins. So what you do, Lloyd, is you get your cousins to turn on the stream, and you watch it that way, yo. Or
Yeah,
at least hit like.
hanging out with your cousins too much is illegal in some states.
Oh, everybody hit like, damn it. If you don't like it, I don't care. Just hit like.
There, I hit like. Oh, look, 4. Now you got 4. You happy?
I got 5. Hold on, I'm coming over to you.
You got 5.
It's pretty bad when we hit like each other. We like each other.
Oh, well.
I don't see your stream yet. Where's your stream?
My stream won't be up.
Oh, that's right. I'm streaming it. Woo! There you go, Lucy.
This is all you, buddy.
This is all me. This is all me.
Which is it? All these watches
They don't
and all
have
that.
internet.
All year.
What? Must be the
Well,
outskirt part of Texas, bah.
now,
Woohoo!
wait a minute, Lloyd. If they were on internet, how in the world are you watching us right now? Are you watching us on a cell reception?
He's on his phone. Yeah, he's on his phone. That's cool.
There's
That's
a
cool.
little cell signal.
All right, I'm hoping I'm broadcasting at 1080p. Can you verify that, please? Because I want to know. Dadless, what's up, bro? By the way, nice hoodie. That's cool. I wish I could afford one of those hoodies.
Oh God.
It's sad, but it's true right now.
Oh jeez.
Sad but true.
Sad but true.
Sad but true.
Come on, dude. Just bring Metallica down, man. All right, let's see here. There we go.
Okay, everybody.
And
So today is going to be a bit unique, as my main man over here is going to be doing a walkabout of his setups and his I guess flea market. We call it flea market. Is that what we're calling it? Or are you calling it the barn?
Well, it is a flea market, but it is also the barn. We call it the cattle barn.
The cattle
So,
barn.
yeah, the cattle barn. That's what we call it. And it's very large. And right now, a lot of it's very dark because I don't have lights on out there. But I have a question. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
No. Did you watch,
Okay.
Did you watch Yellowstone?
I actually am starting on the not starting. I'm into that 1887 or whatever it's called.
Okay.
The new one.
Lloyd's running out of gigs. I don't understand. I just don't understand, Lloyd. How can you run out of gigs? Don't you guys have unlimited internet there everywhere?
Yes. Lloyd.
Lloyd?
Yes.
Even I have unlimited internet, and I was in Canada. We're in like the North Crack connection.
By the way, I'm wearing this shirt in Paul's honor.
He's wearing that shirt.
I had to drive it.
I would wear
It's
that
hilarious.
shirt. I'm not gonna lie.
I know you would. I had to drive to Abilene today to tear down a theater. And when I pulled all the computers and stuff out of there, I got back in my car and was heading back this way and went, shit, I forgot a shirt for the show tonight because I was still wearing my NCM shirt. And my wife stopped over at Penny's and they just happened to have this. I thought that was pretty.
Everybody, don't forget to hit like, because if you don't hit like, I know where most of you live because I've sent you presents.
No, that was funny as hell. I've actually had people call me and ask me if we have livestock. No livestock at the cattle barn. And detail, that's exactly what I was going to mention. I watched it. I thought that the ending was the only way that it could have ended. There's no other way that show could have ended. I don't know what everybody was bitching about. I mean, they kind of rushed it, but it was pretty good. Are we on the subject of cups now?
I guess.
All right. Well, since that's the case here, Paul, I got to tell you something. You know, here at the flea market, that one thing that I do have is a group of very, very talented vendors, right?
Okay, I could see that. How many vendors do you have?
See what 64.
64.
All right. Everybody want to see something that I had commissioned for Paul? Anybody curious what I might have done?
Yeah.
Paul's curious. All right, check this out. You ready?
Oh, wow. I know. Here I am tipping my head, people, looking at it from everything. That is awesome. That is pretty cool.
Made
that even got Doom in there. Even got Doom in there.
Got them all, dude.
That is cool. And what is that? Is that like a print inside, or what is that?
No, she actually makes these with resin. So she'll do all of, they're like cutouts, stickers, and models, and then she resins over the top of it.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
So that's very cool. So that will be coming to Paul. And by the way, guys, she also made one for me. This is same. You've seen my other one that I've got, the red one with Diablo and all that.
Yeah.
But she made this one for me. And this is also for the Game Over podcast.
Nice.
And she also got a little liberal with my logo, because that's not my logo, but she said, John, you need to update.
There you go. Update. Pretty cool cup.
Pretty awesome, right?
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Can I see my cup again?
And
I want to see my cup again.
Yeah, here's yours.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm spinning it slowly.
Here I'm tipping to see around it. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. And you see the bottom. It's got them all the way down to the bottom.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I told her you were a big Sonic guy, and that's why she made it this color.
So that's one of them nice coffee mugs by the look of it.
This is a Yeti.
A Yeti.
Yeah, this is like the highest end thermos you can get. Thermal mug.
Why would you buy me a Yeti? That's too expensive.
Because this podcast means a lot to me. And I love this thing, and damn it, we're going to make this succeed. If anybody out there, by the way, likes these mugs, and you want one custom made, let me know, because I can get her to custom make you one.
Guys, you hear that? Please help him pay for my mug. Order other mugs.
Order other mugs. Yeah, I still love it too. Yeah, she's a really nice lady. So
wow, that's pretty cool.
For the longest time, she had me 3D printing on the resin printer these little teeny Lumia dragons, and I couldn't figure out what the hell she was doing with these things. She ended up building an entire coffee table that ended up being a D&D board for people.
Oh,
and she resined these dragons all over the place in flying poses.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. Way more talented than me, that's for sure.
That's not hard. I mean, nice.
Yeah. No, you're right. Now when it comes to that stuff.
Guys,
yeah.
Is my broadcast looking
and
clearer? I want to know if my broadcast is looking clear. Can anybody tell me what I'm broadcasting in? I don't know.
You're broadcasting in your office.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't turn things on in the background, guys. I'm sorry. That stuff is coming. What did my brother say?
Anyway.
Running
what do you say?
Late on podcast? No! No one's allowed to run late on the podcast.
Even Lloyd, using his Let's Connect Two Cups with a String internet, is on the podcast.
Yeah, and he ain't got no friggin' data. Take care, guys. Driving, watch it later. No problem, buddy. And then you can give it like more likes. I don't think that's
later
possible.
on, man. All right, so check it out. I am going, huh? I'm going to rotate you a little bit. So everybody's seen the studio here, right? But when I do the podcast or the gameplay, what I do is These are all the monitors that I'm watching everything on right here.
Okay.
But if I keep
you gotta
telling,
go slow or something there because it's got to catch up. Yeah.
all right, this is my game station that we're doing all of the gaming on. As you can see, what's waiting for us there, guys. Yeah, everybody loves some Happy Humble Burger Farm.
The Burger Farm.
But these are the two monitors that I use. So actually, I have 4 monitors connected to that computer, so that I can monitor everything that's going on.
That's
and then we
cool.
go around here. Yep, you guys have all seen the wall and all the games. There's my security system. It's not nearly as interesting as the rest, though.
You know, my security system was in my last video.
Oh, really?
The
Here's
big
a wide
shepherd.
view of everything.
My big young shepherd. Guy's like 120 pounds monster, and he's only 19 months old.
Look, Paul, I put some lights into the computer just for you.
Oh, sweet. That is
yeah,
nice.
that's the gaming PC. Yeah, that's the one that I'm actually gaming on right now.
That's got a nice intake on it, man.
Oh, it's huge. So yeah, this
That's
is the actual
400,
inside of
right?
my office. Which one?
The intake on the front of that's like a 400 or 200?
Yeah, it's a 400. It's a 400.
Yeah.
It's a 400. Yeah, that thing is massive. So when you come out here, so this is my actual broadcast studio in the barn. You can see the sign up there.
Okay.
So everything in there has to do with the broadcast completely. Down here, I've got my little arcade set up. This is all mine. This is my RC booth.
Yes.
And I do RC.
Is that what your son or is that yours?
No, it's mine now. The college has sort of taken Luke away from it, so I've been doing all this.
Okay.
And then over here, we got all the half of my 3D printer farm right here.
Oh, that is pretty cool. That just takes me to a like, I can't even compete with that. That's ridiculous. Look how tall those buggers are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're huge. And then got a little resin 3D printer over here.
That's pretty cool. I thought about getting one. You can get those pretty cheap now. So I thought about, but they're small.
Yeah, they are small, but the quality of the print you can get. Let me see if I can get a light view of this thing. Look at that. You can see right through it.
That is cool. That is cool, guys.
Yeah. So you can get a whole bunch of cool things. Right now I'm printing a couple of anime sides for a kid.
That's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, these are actually all the gaming systems. You guys have seen me do the retro game systems all the time.
Yeah.
Well, when I say I do a lot of them, I do a friggin' lot of them. So this is the smallest portion of the barn. You can see all the way down into there.
Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's huge, and I'm going to take you over here. The light is not on down here, so I don't know if you're going to get a whole lot of a view unless I turn it on. I have to go to the other end of the building here.
Is there any
But,
video game sellers there?
Other than me?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. It's going to get dark, but I'm here, I promise.
Ah, I'm scared. He's doing the game for real. He's doing the game for real.
You know, I could do that. You wonder why I carry a pepper ball gun, dude. This place is creepy as hell.
I hope you're armed. Hey,
I'm always
Steve.
armed.
Hey, about time you got here late.
Somebody save me. All right, so here we go. I'm going to turn on some lights so you guys can see how big this place actually is.
Boom. Sorry, guys, when you see me looking over this way, I'm trying to see it live before you guys see it. So I'm with them.
Yeah. This is the front half of the building, and then there's an entire back half of the building.
That is pretty cool.
Badass, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when I tell you guys I have a flea market, I actually have a flea market.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's kind of cool. Look at all the stuff out behind, like through the windows. You're like in the city here, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we're right at the edge of Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah.
Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, I'll tell you, dude. This place.
I hope you get your own game room. I guess I'll show you guys mine maybe in the next video. I will not show the game room. I'll show my studio. We'll get to the game room.
I'm going to show you this, even though it's messy, so nobody can laugh. So that's my primary studio for my broadcast. The repairs that I do, hang on, we're walking into the middle of the building here. This is my actual repair shop right here. And excuse the mess because I just did a lot of reorganization in here and I'm doing a whole lot more.
Holy
but this is where I do most of, yeah.
Holy
Pretty cool, huh?
crap. That's a mess. Woo!
Hey. This was all out here because I had to do a deinstall at a theater, and I had to use that thing to pull down 60 computers. So, and then if you keep going into the back, I have an entire other back section back here. So this place is massive.
That's where he brings the girls.
Some of them. Hey, gotta be careful. You know, Miss CTS might be watching this broadcast. That's my Simpsons skate game. It's broken. Somebody come get it.
Someone come get it. Here's some candy. Some candy.
That's right. And that's my warehouse for. This is the warehouse for NCM stuff. So all those computers you see in there, that's all part of what I do during the day.
Oh, you just run them from there, right?
Well, I kind of more or less became a warehouse style, which was never intentional, I don't think, but it just worked out that way. So, but that is, in a nutshell, the grand tour of exactly where I'm at in the flea market here.
You really do as I'm told? Dadless, that's bad.
I never do what you're told. Quit your lying. Oh, let's see here. Get caught up. Wish you had your own game room. Well, why don't you have a game room, man?
So what you got to do if you have kids, you kick them out of a bedroom, and you turn it into a game room and tell them they're on the couch.
And you close the garage, and you use some great stuff around the seal, and you turn that into an office. That's what I did at home.
Or that. Or you can actually not kick your kid out of the bedroom. This is just another idea. But you put in a couch that turns into a bed, and during the daytime, the kid has to leave because it's your room. And then when it's bed, no, that screws up playing at night. That really screws up playing at night.
Yeah, I was going to say, that might not be the best of plans.
Thanks for coming in there, Leland. Don't forget to hit that like button.
Leland, what am I, chopped frickin' liver?
What? Oh. Well, there's no like button right now.
Oh, well, yeah, there is that.
There's that. I didn't get a hey. You did so. I said you were late. Hey. Late? Hey.
Yes. Well, hey, Steve, in my defense, I was wandering around the building when you came in, so that ain't my fault. I couldn't see it.
Way ahead of you. Steve, did you hit that like button then? Because with the amount of people there should be one more like, right? Unless it's the dislike button.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Well,
man.
I was watching another YouTuber live the other day, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Insane Clown Posse, right? Well, I grew up loving those guys. I think those guys were funny as hell, and I still will listen to their stuff. And it was a bunch of guys, because there was a bunch of crap going on between the two companies now, because there's a big split between the bands. And the guy was talking about liking and disliking in the thing. He goes, I don't give a if you hit the like or the dislike. It still helps YouTube's rhythm. Is algorithm? Algorithm is the word I'm looking for. And it actually does. So when people think hitting dislike is a hate crime, it actually still puts you, hey, Geometry, what's up? Don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, I keep saying that. I keep not hearing you. I'm pointing at the screen. He's looking at me over here, and I'm pointing at him, and you can even see probably me pointing at him, because...
Yes, I can. Oh, man. But no, you're right. Like or dislike, it's engagement, and then it counts. It really does.
Exactly. Thanks for the like, guys.
Right. Hey, you know, I felt something kind of interesting, Paul, you might get a kick out of.
What's that?
So I was rummaging through the back of the barn, and I had all my original podcast crap back there.
Oh, nice.
And, you know, when we start, a lot of people, they'll do it on their phone. Mm-hmm. But I think what I did, I actually sprung for these $60 to get me one of these cameras.
Oh, my God. The fake 2.7K.
Yes, yes. Here's the real kicker, though, that I just found out. It actually still works.
Well, that's always a good thing.
It works good, too.
Was the picture
I
quality
was actually, it was really good.
Hit the like button, take that. There you go. There you go. Now we're at 9. Woo!
So, it's just proof that no matter how you do it, it's easy to get into this gig if you just do it.
Yeah, like
Just
especially if you
yeah.
do it on the other hardware, because his mic sounds like poop, 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 poop.
What, my mic?
What are you using for a mic right now? The phone?
Yeah, I'm using the phone mic right now. Oh my God, that's hilarious, Paul. That big, your microphone, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna laugh your ass off. I'm on my phone right now, but that microphone is right on the corner of the screen, right up here in the corner, right, like there, right?
Right.
And it looks like my screen is broken and it's bleeding black, like on an LCD does.
Nice.
And I turned my phone to see if I broke it.
Hey, Steve, am I broadcasting in 1080p now?
Can you read the pimples on the booty, as they say?
Yeah, can you see this booger hanging right here on the side of my nose?
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
you fell on the floor.
I just seen the pee stain on your ceiling.
There's a lot of them up there. It does leak occasionally. Not so much anymore, but it used to.
Audio quality for me or for him?
It's probably terrible for me. If I had to guess.
Please say my audio quality is good, because I'll be very upset after everything I went through before the show started.
Oh, you should have seen him fighting with the guys. It was hilarious. He was like,
okay,
I could read his lips, and he was just going crazy. Yeah, I know mine sucks, dude.
And he was actually he's on his phone, guys, right now, because he was doing the walk around. So unfortunately for him to change that now, it would cause an issue with the stream. Well, actually, it wouldn't. You can switch over.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm live.
What?
You're just
you're Memorex.
Memorex. You just have to switch over to your PC now because you're just using Discord.
Now, why do I want to do that though? Because all right, hold on a minute. You keep doing your thing there. I'll drink Happy's Humble Burger Bar just for you, okay?
What? No, that is not what we were talking about at all.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
guys, I just wanted to say he's wearing a very loud shirt.
Yeah.
It did not make him prettier. It did make him a little cooler, but not prettier.
Totally.
Totally. And it's upsetting because I would wear that shirt. I'm not kidding. I would wear that shirt.
Yeah, check it out. I got the Sonic going on.
Yeah, bro. Especially when Especially when Sonic 2 comes out. Sonic go fast.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you, I saw not a trailer, but a poster on that today. I was thinking about it. All right.
It's going to be awesome.
So, yeah, it should be. We aren't going to promise anything.
Yes, Leland. He's in Texas, if you're wondering, because I know you haven't typed it yet. But yeah, that's a handgun on the side of him.
Oh, someone was asking?
No, I can picture Leland. I know Leland. I can picture him in the background now going, what the hell?
Cool. Yeah. Especially,
he does, right? Yeah. Yeah. You remind us of Scott Stanford. He's an old from Newfoundland.
We'll assume I have the slightest freaking clue who that is. And we'll go with it. All right.
It's not that bad.
Nothing that starts like that is well.
He was our neighbor, best friend growing up. When we were still in Newfoundland, and he's right. He's bald like you now, and yeah, he does look like him. Thanks, Steve. That was a good one. I was trying to place it, but you nailed it.
So, how do I switch? If I wanted to switch that over,
yeah, all you gotta do is turn your computer on and join the. Oh, would that work? I wonder. Yeah,
I don't think so.
I guess we could.
I might be able to. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. We're gonna try something interesting.
He's gonna try something. Oh, he gone. There you are. See?
hold on a minute. I got to get the right headphones on. That might really help.
Oh my God, the sound is good.
Damn technology. Hang on.
Hang on. I'm hanging.
Holy
Low
crap.
fruit. What?
You just blew my friggin' ears out. Thank you.
What?
Oh, buddy. You better
That
watch yourself. You better watch yourself. That's all I can say. All right.
Hey, whoop whoop. Right, whoop whoop.
Oh God.
Beatdown Gaming's got it right with the whoop.
Is he always like this? Always? Like seriously?
I'm just nuts. Didn't you see the title? Are we nuts?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I just put that.
So,
I was like, what can I put there? Are we nuts?
I'm gonna have to probably go with duh, but yeah. So I discovered something interesting, Paul. Well, actually, I've known it for years, but I thought we would tell people.
Yeah. Okay.
So, has anybody out there? Let me see if I can find it. Ever bought one of these? And see if you can identify that.
It's a USB stick.
Right, but which one? What USB stick is that?
That's a Windows stick.
That is a Windows stick. Now, this trick will work with 7, 8, 10, and 11, okay?
Why you put on 8?
Because it sucked. All right. If you have let's say you have a Windows 10 home disk, which is what this is. Every version of Windows 10 is on this key,
right?
Not just Windows Home. So the trick to doing it, if you ever want to do this, guys, when you load Windows up off of this, you're going to boot into the Windows load directly like you normally would, and it's going to ask you to enter your CD key. At that point, you do not enter it. You click on the bottom that say, I do not have a key, and it will bring up a selection list of operating systems.
That's right.
At that point, you can select any OS you want and then go on into Windows and activate it later. So that's a good, and it also works on 11. I have confirmed. So
and all you need, no, it doesn't have an activation key. So the way to make that key, honestly, is you download the Microsoft tool, which makes a Windows 10 boot drive for you, and you literally, it'll literally give you every version of Windows on your USB key. So for me, his is an actual one saying Windows. And mine is just Alexar. Is it Alexar? Data Traveler 8 gig. So mine is just, and right. This one has every version of Windows 10 on it. And he's right. Yep. If you say I don't have a key, you can install Home, Pro, network versions, whatever any version you want. Yep. And if you do have a key, as soon as you punch the key in, it knows which version to install without any question. And just so you know, that could be a Windows 7 key with Windows 10.
That's right.
To make that clear, you can install Windows 7 or Windows 7 Home license. Will install Windows 10 Home and activate it.
Yep.
A Windows 7 Pro sticker will install Win 10 Professional.
Yep. Now, another good tip is if you've got a computer that you're installing this on that you never have, if you go into the BIOS of that computer, some of them in the front page BIOS description of the system, it will say what operating system is pre-installed. If it does, you don't have to enter a key. It's done because it's actually hardware coded to that BIOS.
And you'll know that anyway when you put the key in because it won't even ask you. It'll just keep going.
Yep, that's exactly right. Now, there are companies out there that sell Windows 10 keys, and they're cheap. Like UCD Keys is one of my favorites. I buy them all the time. But the thing is, they do the same thing. Once you register that key, it registers to the serial number of the BIOS. Therefore, it is locked to that PC forever.
Now, sorry. Yeah, Jeff.
Go ahead.
So all you need to do now is find someone or somebody or some extra Windows 7 keys somewhere, type them into your activation issue, and voila, you're activated. Okay?
Or go to ucdkeys.com and buy them for $13.
Or do that. And the other thing is, if it's a newer system, it will immediately save that into the BIOS. That information will be saved. And what will happen, the next time you do a reinstall with the same hardware or a minor change, it'll just activate. There's no questions.
Unless you change the motherboard.
Unless you change the motherboard, yes.
Yep.
Minor adjustments.
Yeah. Well, it is kind of minor. I actually lost this primary server today. And the good news is, the funniest thing is it didn't even have a solid-state hard drive. It was still running on all mechanical. So it gave me a good opportunity to throw a solid state in there and put Windows 11 on it. So it's
Now,
been pretty good.
Mentioning that too, here's a little tech tip. Linus Tech Tips. No. So the tech tip of the day.
Ever.
What is
Say
the
that again.
benefits of a solid state versus a mechanical drive? But what are the benefits of a mechanical drive versus a solid state?
Now, are you asking now or 5 years ago? Because there's a big difference in that question.
Now.
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 Well, see, what Paul here is going to try to say is that you have a higher risk of data degradation on a solid state drive if you're storing data for long periods of time. And that used to be a lot more prevalent. It's not so bad now, but back in the day, he's right. That would be absolutely correct. If you had it stored for 6 months, the slightest discharge, the drive goes down, or it'll lose a little bit of charge, the drive goes down, and it's not recoverable at that point. But nowadays, they're pretty damn good. They really are. I mean, I still wouldn't do long-term storage on one. Long-term storage is mechanical or cloud all the time.
Now, Jeff, you're correct, of course. Speed and space, because solid states are smaller for the money, and their speeds are massive. And line, boo, thumbs down.
Line, boo, thumbs. I don't know what that is.
Neither do I.
Explain yourself, Daedalus.
Yeah, Daedalus. Here is the big thing. My data storage server out in the furnace room is, believe it or not, yes, I have a rack mount server system in my house.
More curious is what the hell a furnace room is.
You don't know what a furnace room is?
Let me guess. It's where you keep your radiator.
Oh, Linus, yes, that's probably what it was. No, that's where we keep our furnace, our air conditioning, and our central heat and air. It's all mechanical hard drives in there, except for the NVMe in the motherboard, and that is just the operating system. That operating system will never store data on that SSD. It's only for, and mainly because I don't want to be reading and writing to it. But if you lose your drive, and here's the key thing. So if you're storing data that you're worried about, and I do it in 2 different places. I have an external.
You should always do that.
I have an external 4 terabyte on all my main machines here, and then I have my big media server out there. That it's crucial because anybody sends me a drive for data recovery, and it's a solid state. There's only one way I'm getting that information back, and that is to actually take my infrared welder, remove the chip, move it over to a working drive, and hope the data stayed there.
Which is a 50-50 proposition at best.
I'd say even worse.
Yeah.
And a physical hard drive, worst case scenario, I throw it in a deep freeze.
A rat, he ate her.
Throw it in the deep freeze, and my server next to the deep freeze can actually wire into it while it's ice cold and get the information off it. There's the difference. A mechanical drive, I'd say 80% of the time I'll get the information. The whole state is
I'll have you know, it was 34 today. When I actually was coming back from Abilene, it was sleeting. So I don't want to hear that stuff, man. Y'all Canadians don't know what cold is.
Yeah, it was minus 31 here. Celsius.
Only minus 31. But yeah, just that, minus 31.
Minus
just that
31C. Not
yeah,
F.
but just that. But just that.
My God, that was freaking cold. Cold.
Oh man. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I think it's going to be it's going to be in the 60s this weekend. So I might have put some shorts on. But
disgusting.
What?
Absolutely disgusting.
Oh man.
Any Atari fans out there? Anybody?
You mean other than me?
Yeah, any Atari fans at all? Like anybody old school that like to play a bit of Atari? And for example, remember the new Trooper? I did a video on the Trooper controller, which actually has that nice. Look at that! Oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful mug. that was made for me.
Yes, it was.
It was made for me. Yes, go Atari. Sega Master System absolutely is my favorite all-time game console. I'm not going to even get into that. But
the what?
The Sega Master System.
What is that?
It's one of them consoles.
Dirty console peasant.
Dirty console. Jeff P. 2600 or 5200. Well, in this case, it's going to be the 2600. I do actually have a 5200, and I also almost have the whole entire collection. That's a fact. I almost have every cartridge made. Not that it's a big, huge feat, because I think there was only like maybe 70 games or something, but it's still. Anyway, I just had the Ranger adapter come in, and what this does, it connects to a single port and allows two Rangers to plug into your original Atari or your Retron 77. So what that'll do, it'll give you two-player paddle control, which is actually really, really cool. Of the Atari games, which ones is missing? Actually, I could probably bring that whole entire list up, no issues. Why, you got extra 5200 games?
Only every single one ever made.
Jeff? Really? Are you serious? That is crazy.
Actually, you know, on that subject, Paul, I got something in the last weekend that might have interested you. This guy brought in a fully functional Commodore 64, power brick and all, right?
Yep.
But that's not really what caught me off guard. I mean, I see those every now and then, and I did buy it from him. But when I got into the box, it was loaded with Atari cartridges for the Commodore 64. I had never seen them before.
Oh, so they were the mini cartridges like the C64.
Yes,
they're all Atari?
They're all Atari games.
Extremely valuable. Look them up.
Really?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to take a walk. I'm going to go get one. Hang on.
Yep.
Don't go anywhere.
No, I don't think I'm going anywhere, but a viewer might go, no. Yeah, Sega controllers, definitely. Master System controllers, right? I think Genesis, too. Will work on Atari. Now, when you're asking which one's missing, are you talking about the games? Because I literally could bring that list up. The 5200 I kind of want to complete just because I'm so close that it drives me nuts. In television, I almost have them all as well. And it's freaking me out because some of the ones that you can try and get now are like $700-800, and there's no freaking way ever that I'm paying for that.
All right.
God,
I feel like I'm on an episode. Feel like I'm on an episode of Pawn Stars. Hold on.
I will email you, Jeff, what I have and what I don't have, and see if you have any extras and let me know what you want for them. Because that would be awesome. Anything that can help my collecting. And that's another thing. I'm going to do a whole video on video game collecting in 2022. That's coming soon, and it's just going to be more of a talking head like this. And I need to do it because I'm about to make massive changes to this whole collecting thing. It's not what it was. But I'm not going to get into it now. And,
yeah, you also need to because you're running out of room.
Yeah,
check them out.
I actually have listed some stuff. Jungle Hunt, Atari Soft. Yeah. This is
Galaxian.
So cool. Galaxian.
Dig Dug.
Dig Dug. Oh, I bet you that one's worth money.
Yep.
Centipede.
Here's my wife's favorite.
Moon Patrol. Yeah.
Yep. Now, this one is in some crazy good shape, dude. Look at this.
Tapper. I can tell you right now. Look, that one. It's Sega. I want that cartridge.
Do you now?
You have no idea. Kickman. I have that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Pac-Man. Oh, my God. That is awesome. Pole position. My pole's in position. Let me tell you.
Those were all in the box. Isn't that awesome, dude?
And you didn't even know you were buying that. You're just buying the system.
All I bought was the system because I knew it was, once I put it up there and found out it was functional, I was like, okay, I'll take it. But I thought that was kind of interesting. And they all worked, too. I plugged them in one after the other. They all came on.
Yeah, we got to talk about Tapper, bro. Now, that's something else I want to get into about my collecting. One of the things that is definite is anything that's Sega on any platform, I want to have. That is my love is for Sega.
That is not an original. It's not original. It's got switches. No, I could tell. No, this is something called Circa. Never even heard of it.
Okay, Circa actually make really good aftermarket controllers for retro.
That's probably exactly what that is because
they do a lot of USB stuff.
Oh, do they? Because I have.
It was the first Formula One game, I believe, on any console, and I think you're right.
That's an original Atari.
Yeah.
And it is mushy and horrible and wonderful.
You know what I have? So, did you know that they made Hyperkin made a Trooper? Not Trooper. That's not what I wanted to call it. Or is it Trooper? Yeah, Trooper. A Trooper 2 Atari joystick, and it's USB.
Really?
Yeah, I have it here for a review. I do have it here for review. Sonic is cool on Sega. We play it all the time. Of course it is. Sonic is the best IP in the business. Maybe. Except for some of the newer years. But it is very good.
Hey, you're right. That cartridge is worth a little bit of money.
How much is that one worth?
All of the sales that are on here are about $25 unless you have the box and all that, which I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 25 to 50, and this one's in pretty damn good shape.
Yeah.
Damn, that one cartridge paid for half the system. That's pretty badass. I gave him $100 for it. So.
Oh well, you're actually being generous because keep that in mind, guys. That's $100 USD.
Yep, nice on a fully functional Commodore 64. Yep.
Is it the bread box or the Sleek?
It is the bread box, which is my favorite.
That's your favorite?
Oh yeah, definitely. There she blows.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It's actually not in bad shape.
No, it isn't. That's my original Commodore 64 up there, but this one will go into... I will not be dismantling that.
Are you dismantling the $100 one? No.
No. Now, it works. I'm leaving it alone. I'm not going to destroy it.
If you open it up and move the connectors around, the Atari joystick becomes a left-handed joystick.
I don't even know where to go with that.
Okay, Jeff, I'd probably be looking for 5200 to complete it. 2600, I do have a bit, but I'm not sure. I think with the 2600, there's only certain things that I really, really want. I haven't figured it out yet. I know that. Yeah, I know that I love Defender was my favorite game on that platform, and of course I have Defender. The only thing I don't have is a boxed version of it, but Defender is my all-time favorite.
Were you any good at it?
Yeah, I was really good at it.
Yeah, the one thing about Defender was the best audio track of pretty much any game back then.
Yeah.
Yep. And when it blows up.
It honestly had the best sounds, I think, of any Atari game, in my opinion.
Oh, it did. Hyperspace. That was one of my favorites. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was definitely a great game. I have a modern version of it somewhere, like a newer remake. I think it's called Defender something. I can't remember. And I know there was a Defender 2.
There was a Defender 2.
And
actually, it wasn't bad. I mean, they didn't stray away from the formula.
Right.
So.
And I know the other one I'm talking about is like kind of a 3D shooter, maybe type thing. I'm not sure. I have to try it. I think I have it in my game room.
I think of all the Atari 2600 games I remember the most, obviously Space Invaders. I had that thing pegged. I could play it until the cows came home. But let's see what else was. Star Wars, shooting the walkers. You remember that?
Yeah.
Because you have to put that one little blinky light on them, and that's the one I remember really well.
But what I was really good at was Pac-Man. I could play
Donk, donk, donk,
like
donk, 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 donk.
75 plus levels straight at one time. Now I play like 3 and die.
Well, yeah,
It, it, it's like our whole muscle movement is like, na.
that's all right. I don't care.
Yeah. My mom said it's how you use it. What?
Your mom lied. You shouldn't talk like that to your mom.
Yeah. 5200 missile command. Yeah. Robotron on the 5200.
Robotron in the arcade was really good too. Yeah.
Hey, Super Mario Brothers on the 5200.
I actually saw a port of that on Commodore 64.
Yep. Yeah, it did. It did absolutely get over there.
So
Guyana Sisters was awesome. That's all.
The Guyana Sisters was just and they're still creating games for the Commodore 64.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. The 8-bit guy just did that whole Planet X2 or X3 or whatever it is strategy game on the 64, which was unheard of.
Oh.
But yeah, some of those people are a whole lot better than I used to be, I'll tell you. And I was pretty damn good back then.
Whoa. I found a pile of Sega, Super Nintendo, and countless other games during a town cleanup. Please tell me what you did then was took it home.
Did you put them in the trash? I would have put them in the trash. I would not have put them in the trash.
Please, God, don't.
I'm going to duck the lightning bolt now.
5200 Large Big Shaft. Great game.
Actually, there's something interesting about that, Paul. So, when I was building a lot of these retro game systems, I didn't realize that when I had ported in all the ROMs, a lot of them had the adult games in them. Like the Atari, the Custer's Last Stand and all that, like serious, real porn in the 8 and 16-bit era. So I had to be real careful about that and show people how to delete games off their list.
I rolled over the 2600 asteroids without losing a life.
You mean like you put it behind your car and just crushed it?
That's what I was thinking.
Then you didn't die. Yeah.
Right? You didn't lie, yeah. So, I could do that with my truck or my car. My car might hit, though.
Oh, man.
Sega Saturn games. Oh, my God. I got a bunch, but I'm still looking. Sega Genesis, still looking. I have a complete Master System collection in box. 100% complete. I'm trying to do some European games now because he never died on the game. Oh, so after you rolled over it, you didn't lay on the game. Okay.
And then die.
Right. Because that would have been really sad.
Right? Or just left your car on it. Like one wheel was on the game and it was crushed and then you bit it. You didn't die on the game.
Now, did you smash Asteroids cartridge in the machine? So therefore you smashed the machine too.
Would suck. Why did you do that? All you gotta do is blow on it a little bit.
Never mind. Do be a hater. Nah, man, that's awesome. I can't even get through probably 2 levels of Asteroids, to be honest. That's one of those games where, you shoot something, everything explodes, and then you get hit.
Well, and on the arcade version, it was all buttons.
Oh,
so
yeah, it's not even with the stick.
No joystick, all buttons.
And it's all about the joystick.
God, he is really on this today, guys. What did you guys give him?
I don't know. I had a coffee.
Yay! Daedalus, did you mail him something? Because he's acting weird.
Daedalus never mailed me anything.
Oh, man. Oh. But no, I remember when I was a kid, I guess probably 78, and my dad got the Atari 2600. I used to charge my friends $0.25 to come and play it at the house. It became quite a lucrative venture.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Nobody else had one. Why not, right?
No more Blue Chew for Paul.
What's Blue Chew?
I'm thinking that might have something to do with the... We fed him after midnight. Oh, damn. It's funny you said that. I watched Gremlins with my kids. My kids never seen Gremlins up until about a week or 2 weeks ago, maybe. We watched the first one. So they're waiting to watch the next the next installment. But yeah, that's funny you said that. Don't feed me after midnight. That's true. I might poop to bed.
Ooh. Like feeding you after midnight has anything to do with that with you. But no. Oh my God. So did you guys, anybody that's actually here catch that last game stream? Because I think I made a mistake. And I think I know where I got to go back to. And it is not fighting the frickin' pig again.
It's probably fighting the pig again.
It's not fighting the pig again. If I have to fight the pig again, we're playing something else. No more pig.
Real men wear diapers.
That way they can game forever. That's right. You don't have to get up from your gaming table then. That's right.
That's quite a lot of information, Paul. Yeah, I'm very good at giving out more than I should.
Sharing.
My wife always says, too much. Too much. And I'm like, every time I talk to somebody, I hear too much. And I'm like, I wonder what she means by that.
That's funny. My wife usually just says, shut up.
Mine will later.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
VCS, yes or no?
Okay. This is I think we're going to be split on this. Well, let's see if I'm right.
You mean the new VCS, correct?
The brand new VCS.
I'm with no.
Okay. I am with yes. And let me tell you why. The hardware is solid. It is a really good base build on this thing.
It's a nice person.
And they now have a developer team behind it and a whole slew of people that are independent that are making stuff for it. Now, if they want it to ever become a real contender with PlayStation and Xbox and all that, they're going to have to step up the friggin' game. But for what it is, it's a little expensive for a retro console, but it is a really good retro console. So I may end up getting one and doing a review on it. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'm kind of at the point now where I can go buy any of these old retro consoles to test, but at the end of the day, my game consoles still have more than they'll ever play. So,
yeah, sleep in
why?
Home setup.
So,
it is a good place to sleep. You can't fall out.
What's a sim setup?
I have a racing wheel set up and everything with the real car seat and everything in it.
Okay.
So if you fall asleep in that, you can't fall out because one, I'll fall
Pig
on
is
one of
bad.
my gaming chairs or one of my gaming chairs or on the steering wheel. There's nowhere to
You know
go.
what I want? Did you see Ready Player One?
Yes.
I want that frickin' hamster ball the guy was sitting in when he was in VR. I really want one of those. That would be badass.
Yep. And then I want a girlfriend inside the game.
I am ratting you out. That's it. Everybody send a message to his wife. You heard it?
I want a digital girlfriend in the game.
Oh, man. My woman would have thrown something at me right there. Digital girlfriend, cheater!
You know what the funny part is, though? Don't you feel everything in that game in that suit? I thought that suit was like one of those...
Wooger vest. They have the I'm going to get one of the Wooger vests.
I did a review on it. Don't you guys remember? If you guys haven't seen that, go check out the review on the Wooger vest. I did one. I did.
Do you still have it?
No, my buddy has it.
Did you give your buddy my address?
No. I don't think so.
Send me my damn Wooger vest.
See, Beatdown remembers that video. And that video is doing very well right now. Like it's, I think, 30K or something.
Well, the reason that's doing well is because I think they're about to release an update, and a whole new generation of VR goggles are coming out. And I mean, they're very, very thin and very, very sleek. So we're one step closer to Ready Player One.
Yeah, see that? What's said in the podcast stays in the podcast. Who is? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Hello.
That would be a scammer who is putting a link in your channel to try to get someone to go to a scam link.
Oh.
So let's all not go to the scam link. Don't click the scam link.
I didn't see there was a link. I would have stopped it. No.
Yeah, well, it did, except that he separated it. See how he separated it so it didn't come up as a link? VOR space.red. That's how he did that. So
what is VOR.space.red?
It's a scam. Normally it'll link you to a website where they steal your information or bring up one of the fake pop-ups that said your system is infected, and then you call and give your money away. Remember, we talked about the scammers last time.
Yeah, we better not
Oh,
let stuff like that happen.
and I got another scammer call, by the way. I got to tell you about this one, dude. He called my wife, and she handed it to me, and it was a girl, and she was talking about the Social Security Administration, right, and how they suspended my Social Security number for drug stuff. And I was pretty nice, and I said, "Do you have a mirror in your pocket?" And she said, "What did you say?" And I said, "Do you have a mirror in your pocket?" And she said, "No." And I said, "Because I can see myself in your pants." And you should have heard the entire room behind her erupt in laughter. I think she was on a speakerphone and listening to it, just trying to scam the call. And then she called me something really nasty in Hindi and hung up on me.
Nice. I reported that person, guys, if you want to know. So first I deleted his stuff, and then I reported him.
Good.
So,
yep.
I reported
and by the
him
way,
as child porno. No, I did not.
Oh, ew.
It was a spammer. Scammer.
Oh, jeez.
I reported too? All right, thanks, Leland.
And the pig is bad. Don't ever say the pig is good ever again. Pig is bad.
You hardcore. You're damn right, Steve. You better watch yourself, because I'll kick you too.
Yeah, not going to come in and scam our people. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah, stealing our people and then making them pay the debt. Wait.
Yeah, whatever.
Let this be a lesson for everybody that was in here. Don't fall for... I'm going to tell you straight up. Facebook ads. Don't effing hit one.
If you have ever seen it, I do a whole series on those about Facebook scroll items.
Just don't friggin' hit them. I don't care if it's Amazon. If you want the product you've seen, go to Amazon and search it. Just don't click the link. Don't.
And if you want to know what you're going to get when you click on that link, just ask Paul about his gaming chair he ordered.
Yep. Gaming chair video.
Yep. Yeah. Or ask me about the Fu Vision photo frame. Yeah, we can tell you all about the wonderful stuff that's out.
Let me go get that. That's funny.
I'll give you a primary example. The Pepperball Compact, the video I just shot, was a Facebook scroll item.
Oh my god.
So I went and searched it and bought it. And oh, dude, if you use that thing in self-defense, unless the guy laughs himself to death when you fire it, it ain't helping at all.
I can't believe that it actually worked then at all. Like,
I pepper sprayed myself.
Oh, that's really good.
So the first time I fired it, I had to get the ball out. So I went out in the back and I fired it across the yard. And when I fired it, it erupted right at the nozzle and blew a cloud up into the air. The second one didn't even launch at all. I tested 2 of these and they both sucked. So yeah, that was a lot of people seem to enjoy that video, but at the end of the day, I looked at that thing and I was like, I think I figured out what I did. I think I loaded it wrong. And what I needed to do was load it in the trash can.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I loaded it right in the can, and it's worked perfectly ever since.
Copy. Here it is. So if you guys want to watch why you don't...
You see what Jeff said?
What's that?
He just yelled, "That's my purse!" That's my purse. You get King of the Hill up there in the northern lands?
Yes, we've had King of the Hill.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so that link I just put there is the link to why you don't buy from Facebook ads. I did it on purpose. I knew I wasn't getting a chair. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
it was $25. Okay.
You get what you pay for.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
That little cloth was not worth $25.
It was definitely worth $25. Well, think about it like this, Paul. What's the worst that could have happened? Oh, wait, it did.
Yeah, the worst did happen. Very funny.
Yeah.
And if you guys haven't seen the Wooger vest, oops.
Yeah. And if you're curious, that's the one, the Fu Vision photo frame. That's the one that just sucks all kinds. And that thing wasn't cheap, by the way.
And that is the Wooger. So my first link is why you don't buy from Facebook. The second link, and I don't know why Facebook doesn't monitor or take care of this better. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
And
Steve,
like the links
you're
that
right.
are on your YouTube videos aren't fake
Nope.
because they would be destroyed.
Yes, they would.
And then the second link is to Wood Your Vest that has 27,000 plus views on it right now. Pretty proud of that.
Yep.
Pretty proud of that.
Yeah, and Steve, you're right. And I'll tell you something else that I have figured out. And this might be letting a cat out of a bag here. I don't really know that I want to, but just like Paul, all the links that I put on there are affiliate links for Amazon. And lately, I have been getting a pretty solid response on the pepperball guns. It's what everybody seems to like. So they do. They tend to run out real quick. You know, they'll have 5 or 8 or whatever, and then they're gone. But rumor has it that I may be a distributor for one of those pepperball gun companies shortly. I'll let you know. So, yeah. Oh, I love them. Beat down, they're great because you know you're getting scammed. And I love how what I really love is when they use big names to try to advertise it. Like they put on fake clips.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst, dude.
Like you're going to get a electric truck for $130.
Yeah, that's going to go. That's going to go 80 miles an hour. Yeah.
And the person who clicks it deserves to buy it at that point. That's all.
Absolutely. And then they'll show the picture and they'll have this truck and the kid's holding it and it looks like it's the size of their body because the camera was like right here.
Yeah. So Facebook Marketplace, I look at Facebook Marketplace every night, but it's for different reasons. And it's just to see what the locals are selling because I'm always looking for that tiny deal. That's different. It's the ads that are in it that suck. And you found a 5200 Defender game with box, overlay, and manual for $25. That is actually a pretty good deal. But see, $25 to you is $25. $25 to me is $32.
Yeah, but it's just the $32.
Yeah, it's just $32. I think.
I happen to know Daedalus will send you $32 right now, cash money.
Hey, look, it's another one.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, the scammers are alive today.
Yeah, scammers are alive today. And let's keep reporting you guys. So it's going to be funny that you're going to lose all of your fake names.
Oh no, they've got a random number generator or random name generator.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, how many people have you met named Chiri Albibi?
Funny you said that. I met one yesterday in my living room.
You just met another one.
That is weird.
I know.
Between the fake items and the so-called local items, yeah, true. You check the location and it's like 100 miles away. Right? So I click within 20 kilometers. Okay? 20 kilometers. Why am I getting Ottawa? It's an hour and a half to drive to Ottawa. Why am I getting Kingston? Another hour and 40 minutes. Why am I getting Oshawa? 5 hours. In Toronto, I'm like, I frickin' said 20 kilometers. And it's all over the place. Facebook is absolute garbage.
This is big tech. You do what you're told, not what you want.
20 miles, my pickup, LOL. You dang Americans with your miles to kilometers.
Miles in Fahrenheit is proper.
No, you're the only country.
That's because we're the best country.
You're the only country.
That's because we're the best country.
Oh, God, this could be an argument for a whole show. Now, right now, I'm not going to actually argue too much for the simple reason that our Prime Minister thinks he's Hitler.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's the way it seems to be going. And Quebec, I'm going to give you guys a heads up right now. Quebec, now this is what's scary because once one place does it, they all start to do it. And then the Americans will pick up on it. Everything's going to be stupid. Don't be hating, Paul. You know it's superior. It's not very cool. Quebec has introduced a law. If you're not vaccinated, you're fined.
Okay, what's the enforcement mechanism? There has to be, if they're going to fine you, you don't pay, what is the penalty?
If you don't pay in Canada, you can serve time in jail.
Now think about that. I remember about 5 years ago, I made a comment to somebody, and up in Canada, you guys may not understand this, but I made a comment to one of my family members that at some point in the future, our Texas birth certificate might be the most valuable piece of paper on earth. And I'm starting to wonder now because our governor's already said this ain't happening. There will be no more shutdowns. There will be no more mandates. So I'm hoping that they'll set it. Well, that in Florida, those are the two states that are doing it. So we'll see.
Nah, me not to speak a French, eh? I understand to a bit, but my French is, how you say,
Yep.
si peu.
Yep. That's right, Steve, and just watch your prices rocket because of it.
I don't understand it. Like, you're going to find, and it's like I said, we just had an article come out saying that they're letting people out of prison because it's overrun.
What can go wrong?
Right? And I mean, just let out the murderers. Don't let out the pedophiles. So what the problem here is, it's because of the Omicron variant or whatever. It's running wild, and now the prisons are getting overtaken, and now it's best to just release them to the general world because that sounds like a smart idea.
Oh, Paul, you know what I was thinking? The Omicron variant, and this is my opinion, I honestly think that it might be the best thing that happened to us because it's very mild, very, very, very mild. Nobody dies from Omicron for the most part. It's a very mild thing, but it does then build up those antibodies to give you natural immunity.
Right.
If this does generate some sort of a herd immunity situation, it could end up being the best thing ever. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't want it.
People in illegally without vax, and we pay them to boot. Well, welcome to Canada.
It ain't Canada. He's here.
We pay them to come here.
He's here. Jeff is here.
I know.
And yeah, and he's
saying,
right.
Well, I'm making it a joke. Welcome to Canada. We pay them to come here.
Yep. So, it's funny because
finish the wall.
And this thing, I tell you, that's one thing about it. Here at the flea market, if you guys ever in the area, Jeff comes in all the time. But if any of you guys are ever in the area, this place, as long as I'm above ground, will always stand for freedom. So if you're carrying, congratulations, welcome to the family. If you want to speak your mind, congratulations, you won't be stifled. So that's one thing I will have always and will always believe in until I die. So. And I'm never moving to Canada.
I want to talk about Facebook real quick because I know YouTube is not going to just take me down. And this is very important because I went to put, for my first time, enough is enough, I wanted to put something up about the vaccine. And every time I typed in vaccinated and unvaccinated, my Facebook page crashed and said an illegal operation has happened and then went back to normal. So I was like, that's weird. So I did another post trying to do different wording. Wouldn't work. Crashed again. So then I did a post, but I put VAC, scribble, 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 and unVA, scribble, 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 and it let me post a post saying that Facebook won't let me post. I was like, what?
Yep. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do.
And all I wanted to say... This is all I wanted to say, is people stop effing hating people, because now our Prime Minister, this is what he said. Our Prime Minister said, the Canadian people are pissed and are upset and don't like the unvaxxed.
So that's exactly what they try to do here.
They hate you. And I'm sitting here, well, everybody I know that's vaccinated don't hate me. That's weird.
Yeah.
Because I will gladly stand here and say I'm not vaccinated. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah,
and I'm proud of it.
Our president did the same thing, Paul. He came out and said, this is now a pandemic of the unvaccinated. I've never heard a more ignorant statement. And this guy is replete with ignorant statements, but that was one of the worst I've heard so far. And, we won't get into it because, like you said, we'll end up getting demonetized. But at the end of the day.
You're here.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I've been reading what you're saying.
Yeah, not only can you, Steve, it was never designed to stop the virus. The vaccine, and they'll tell you that. was never designed to stop the virus. All it does, if you take it at 100% face value, was to lower the symptoms. So to make the symptoms less and not hospitalize you. That's it. So basically, it's Omicron. That's exactly what it is. It's Omicron. So
it's called, flu season's here. Let's rebadge it. Omicron. Everybody's getting Omicron.
That new report's coming out next week, by the way, about that 800,000 people that died, the actual number of people that died. The CDC is going to release it, and I am really curious because there's a difference between people that died of COVID and people that died with COVID. You know what I'm saying? Because a majority of the people that had major comorbidities, at least 3 or 4 of them at one time, and nobody dies. Well, not nobody, but very few people die actually of the COVID virus itself. It's always something else, a comorbidity. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just going to say two words: Betty White. And,
I like Betty White.
What?
I like Betty White.
I know. I'm not knocking her. I'm just finding it funny that she died 3 days after her booster.
Read what Daedalus said.
I am fully vaccinated and bolstered. And don't hate you, Paul. I will just not hug you.
Is that all it takes to not get a hug? Sweet!
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. I mean... I wasn't attracted to men.
Yeah,
Not
Leland,
that it's
you're right.
bad. I mean, people can be attracted to men. But...
Yeah, Leland, you are absolutely right. That are double vaxxed, they're boosted. Some of them, in case they're boosted twice now, and you can still get it. And by the way, we need to eliminate the use of the term breakthrough case. There's no such thing. Because for it to be a breakthrough case, it would have to be a vaccine that was designed to stop a virus. It was not designed to stop the virus. So there are none. There are no breakthrough cases. You either have it, you've had it, or you're going to get it. That's the way this works.
Wow, my brother's really hating on your president. I mean, Steven, that Steven guy, I don't even want to say he's my brother now. Gunshot victims in Washington State listed as COVID deaths, by the way.
Car wrecks in California were listed as COVID deaths.
Yep.
When they checked them, they had COVID at the time of their death, for whatever reason, jump out of an airplane and hit the ground. If you have COVID killed you. Right. And here that's in Canada, a real problem.
Here in Canada, you go get tested. It's part of the numbers, whether you're whether you're good or not. Because what they'll do is they'll say, "Oh wow, 12,000 new cases today, but only 3,000 are positive." Well, what the hell is this 12,000? And it's really stupid. What? Yep. No, Robert Simmons.
There we go again.
Yeah, wow, you guys really want to attack my channel today.
Robert Simmons, boy, that is about the fakest BS name I've ever heard. Are you Richard's little brother?
Oh, Richard's brother.
What's up there, Mr. Seaman?
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Seaman?
I'm going to have to start reporting them as pedophiles.
Oh, yeah, though, I'd definitely get them shut down. That's for sure.
That would help.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're trying to take me to. Pig
death in Burger King. That's right. That's right. My character died of COVID because the pig blew up on me. It wasn't my fault. I knew it from the beginning.
Yeah, we do hate both leaders. I hate to say it, but you guys need Trump.
No, we need Trump.
Yep.
But it is what it is. So
you guys need Trump. I am, as the last game hunter, LGH, putting my endorsement in for Trump for 2023.
4.
3. 3. We're going to go 3.
We got to get through some gnarly midterms first and hopefully survive the next 3 years. So
yeah. Trump 2024. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
One hospital got fined for falsifying their records because they got a bonus per death. Wow, that's pretty nice. I'll tell you something right now. Actually, 3 Canadian nurses. I don't know where it is. I seen the ad or the article yesterday. They're being sued for telling the truth.
Yeah, I know.
So they got fired, and they're being sued by the government for telling the truth.
Hey, Paul, I can't help but think we went off on a tangent.
I think we did.
Sorry. I think that both of us are very passionate and pissed off about this subject, and that's That's the only way we're going to get through it.
And I'm sad. I'm sorry because everybody is, and nobody wants to hear about the crap anymore. They just don't.
We're
And,
sick of it.
and we're a tech channel here, and I don't know if we talked about tech at all today. So
I told him about the Windows Disk, and I showed him my really cool, old school, and yet functional camera for a podcast.
And I
hey,
showed
guys,
you the Atari thing.
if you ever want to start a podcast, guys, or you want to start a YouTube channel, don't be afraid to get in front of the camera. It ain't going to bite. And it's real cheap to start it.
Don't listen to everything he says. Mine bit me once.
Oh.
No, it didn't.
I worry about him sometimes.
I worry about me a lot.
Feed the pig! All right.
Between COVID and Trump, we all better hide.
God.
No matter what, though, Trump was, in my opinion, a no bullshit taker, regardless of what he said or did. But this one world order crap that's coming around,
Ooh.
they couldn't have Trump in power. It's as simple as that. And if YouTube wants to take us down because we said that, go ahead. But that's just absolute crap.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that big tech in general, and we're talking about YouTube or Facebook or any of these guys, there is a reckoning coming.
Yes.
And I stream. I actually have my videos on Rumble. I don't know if Paul's done that yet.
I have,
but that's a whole nother platform, guys. Check out Rumble, and you can see our streams over there. And I just repost whenever I do it to Facebook. But
they now have
the only
a live
reason
section. You can do live now.
Oh, that's cool. The only reason I'm still on YouTube is, number one, the audience. And if you're going to fight the battle, you have to be on the battlefield.
Right.
So I'm not going to cower away from them just because they're demonetizing. And guys, you think I'm kidding. But to give you an example, I was going through a third-party promotion company, and I was telling Paul about this when we came on the podcast. Mm-hmm. And I had to pick 5 videos off my channel to promote. This is a paid promotion. I would pay to promote them, right? Because the 5 I picked were pepper ball guns and were scary, Google classified them as guns and ammo, and they demonetized all 5 of them on their platform. Now, you guys tell me how we live in a world that's reality when they can't even tell a paintball gun from a pistol.
It's just common words they go for. And
douchebag. That's the common word they ought to go for.
Yeah, no, but I mean, they hear the word gun, right? We could say gun, gun, gun now, and we'll probably get demonetized and have to fight it. But it's absolutely stupid. It is. And I understand you guys have different rules and different laws in the States where, you Texans are allowed to go shooting in the air and your neighbor.
No, we're not.
And here we're not even allowed to carry, right? You're carrying, you better have some wicked paperwork.
Paul, but I have a feeling you could probably carry one of the pepper ball guns.
No, I would not I'm not even allowed to take my high-end or high-velocity BB gun and have it on my side. The cops will do something about it.
What if you have it concealed and get pulled over and identify it? See, in Texas,
concealed weapon.
In Texas, it's never been an issue. So if you have a gun in your car, even back before they passed constitutional carry, as long as you got pulled over, and A, you were not a dick, and B, you tell them, I have a gun in the car. The cop, he'll take the gun, unload it, finish the ticket, give you the gun back. That's the way this works.
Right.
So now it's the same way. If you get pulled over, you tell them, I'm carrying a weapon, and they'll do the same thing. It'll just be cool to them and get through it and move on.
Right.
So, and in most places, that's the way it's really supposed to be. But the censorship is insane, Leland. It is insane how much they censor.
Wow. In Australia, they took away the guns before they took away the rights.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's why America is the way they are, and they will not give that shit up. They're just not going to.
And that's how Australia's in the state that it's in.
The pepper ball suppository it was bad, dude. don't buy that. Please don't buy that. And one guy said, I think you made a more effective weapon if you threw it at the assailant.
Yeah, a boomerang. It won't even come back. It's that bad.
No, it wouldn't come back. I'm sure if they hit him, it'd just dink.
Yeah, it'd just be, wow.
I'm sure glad I didn't waste a new Scully on that crap. So.
When I was a young guy, probably about 17, 18 years old, I got into a fender bender, and I had a BB gun, a bolt-action handgun, in my glove box. Now, my car was written off, and I was being fined for this, okay? So, it wasn't going as smooth as it should have. So, the cop told me...
What's
the cop
written off?
The car was being taken away from me.
That's what they call it there, written off? They call it theft here.
Yeah. No, the cop told the tow truck to take the car. And I had a gun in the glove box. Back then, of course, your cassettes.
Thank you, Steve.
Hey. Sorry. And so I reached in to clean out my glove box and put it all in a bag the police officer gave me. And then he was going to drive me home. And then I realized there was a handgun in the glove box. And I went to reach for it. And I was like, wait a minute. And I kind of looked back. And the whole time he had his hand on his gun. Like this. You know, just holding his hand on his gun. And I noticed it, and I'm like, there's no effing way I'm going to let this guy see that there's a piece in this car. Because this gun is too realistic. I'm getting shot, right? So I just left it in there, let them take it. You know what I mean? Like, just take the damn car, the gun, everything, because...
I cannot imagine living in a place like that. It's like Stasi Germany. That would freak me out.
Well, we're not allowed to have it. We're not allowed to... You're allowed to own a gun, okay? But if I want to take even this handgun I have, the BB gun, if I want to go somewhere, it has to be in that case and put it in the trunk. Because if I get pulled over and that is actually in my car, now you're carrying a weapon. Why are you carrying the weapon? And you would get in a ton of trouble, right?
It's as bad as England. They're going to start penalizing you for carrying a pocket knife.
Hey,
or
a slingshot would be good. What about a sword? I don't think we're allowed to carry... Actually, you know what?
Launch it with a slingshot. Good call, Paul.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah. A sword might be okay. Like, I mean, I know I can carry a knife.
You go, Conan.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Excalibur, you know? Sorry, officer, I just need to tell you that I have an Excalibur in my car.
That's right. I know you don't like firearms. How do you feel about a 3-foot steel sword? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
Jesus.
Yeah, no, Canada's rules are... So if I had a handgun, I had I guess what you'd call a carry permit, and I wanted to go from my house to a shooting range, I have to put it in a lockdown case, put it in the trunk, go to the area, and then take it out, and so on. So that also accounts or includes the BB gun. Yes.
The hell, dude! Why are you still in Canada?
Yeah. In Newfoundland, we still had police that don't carry guns. The RNC, yes. So they do now. I think around 90, 95 or something like that. They started getting guns. The RNC is the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary. So you got to remember, they're the identical police force that the British use. Okay? So remember, Britain didn't have guns either. They had the belly knocker thingies, but Newfoundland wasn't that weird. But they had guns bolted in their trunk. They actually had to have permission to take a key and unlock them in a shootout. So if they were being shot at, they were still not allowed to go take that gun out of the trunk and shoot back without being authorized to do so. And I'm
gonna go with no. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no. Yeah.
I'm not shitting you. I mean, if I was an RNC and someone was shooting at me, I'm getting that gun. I will shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah. Down here we say it's always better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
At my work, I work in a scrapyard, and this car had a
flail.
The spiked ball on the end. Nice.
Yeah. You better hope that was actually a weapon, not a fetish item.
Stupid is, stupid does. Absolutely.
Yep, I agree, Jeff. I agree.
You want to hear the weirdest? I'm allowed to have a crossbow gun with no license.
Well, why would that be a bad thing?
No, don't you guys see how that is weird?
Oh, so you can have anything that fires arrows, but you can't have a pistol.
Right.
Have you looked at the Humerex Javelin?
No.
Oh, boy. I have one that's coming in for the channel. It is actually a CO2 powered crossbow.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the one where it looks like a machine gun and the arrow goes down into to a shaft? Yeah, they sell them here at Canadian Tire for $230 Canadian.
Yeah,
And
they're
they,
150 here. Yep.
yeah, and they take you're right, Humerex. And
Humerex.
they take a big canister like you would use for your soda stream. Something
Yep.
like that. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm thinking about buying one of those. And I know it's
You
really
need
stupid.
you need to. No, it isn't.
No,
It
no.
isn't. Well, I saw a guy that did a video on one that was sighting in at 75 yards, and he Robin Hood the arrow. You know what that is? When you Robin Hood an arrow, for those who don't know, it means you fire your first arrow and hits the dead center of the target. You fire your second arrow and it hits the dead center of the first arrow and goes into the arrow. Well, they're aluminum.
Yeah.
And they have a hole in the back because that's where the arrow is. So it literally went into it and sunk in like halfway down the arrow. So they are no joke. They are no joke.
That is really
I don't know
cool.
where the hell I'm going to test it here. I'd have to shoot it from the front of the building all the way to the backyard. So
Found swords and knives. Haven't found a gun yet, surprisingly. I don't think you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be the funny part. I can buy the gun, but I can't get the arrows.
yeah, that's
But
right.
it's weird. So a crossbow, I don't have to have, or a bow and arrow, a license. If my BB gun exceeded 5 more FPS, I needed a gun carry permit. It was a lethal weapon. Even though at this point, it could drop somebody just being that 5 under. It's absolutely stupid. But 5 more, and I would have had to register that gun as a legal firearm. And I'm thinking to myself, why would I buy anything faster than that? That's absolutely stupid, 1. 2, why would I want my name written down saying I own this handgun? I don't.
Well, maybe I can ask the audience this. Why the hell would you want to live in Canada?
Okay. Overall, if I have to say it, if I have to... I think Canada is a better country before COVID. I just want to make this clear, okay? Now I don't know where we're headed. If I could take my family
Right,
into the
Steve.
States, I probably would tomorrow. It's... Our healthcare system's better. Well, yeah, our healthcare system's free.
Yeah, that's why all your people, when they get super sick, come down here for treatment.
I don't know.
No, it's not better, but it's not really free, is it? Your taxes are exorbitant. Nothing is free, right?
I guess, if you want to look at it that way. But I mean...
Nothing is free.
I know someone that went out... okay, John...
But we'll
Jeff,
accept that.
Here's perfect. If I went and broke my arm or sliced it open and I had to go to the hospital in the States, I know for a fact one of my friends had that happen while he was in, I think, Florida, and it cost $3,000 or something to get stitched up or whatever, and he had to pay out of pocket.
Did he have insurance?
No, but that... Hold on. This is where I'm getting at. In Canada, you just have to be a citizen. Everything's free.
Right, but it's not free because what is your tax rate?
Well, okay, so you're talking, let's say, the taxes that I pay, let's say, federal and so on? Is that what you're...
Right. And then do you have a VAT tax up there?
No.
Okay, so yeah, you're talking about your federal, I don't know if you have some form of Social Security up there, but I'm sure there's
Yes.
something along those lines.
CPP.
Right.
Canadian
So
Pension Plan. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that somewhere in those taxes is for the medical system. They probably specify that. So what I'm wondering is that tax amount that you're paying for the medical system equivalent to what you would be paying if you were just buying private insurance? And would you be able to get a better doctor? So I've always wondered that because, I've always heard the healthcare system is better. And yet, honestly, when people get seriously ill, they always come here for treatment because the facilities are better. So I don't know if it's I don't really know what it is. Canada's prettier. I'll give you that.
It's... I don't know if I want to call it more free because technically we're the same. Our two countries are... A lot of people don't get that.
Daedalus, do I seem like a crazed gun nut to you? Because I would say that I probably represent a majority of the people you're going to meet in Texas. We're happy. We're energetic. We're fun. We don't ride horses and have cows and have big hats. Not all of us.
Now, it's funny because I did a lot of work down in Florida, and I went into a pawn shop. And, of course, in the pawn shop, there was handguns and everything in the showcase, right? And I'm like, can I see one? And he just take it out and hand it to me. I was like, wow, this is weird, right? So I asked him. I said, okay. I said, you got handguns here and anybody can buy them. He's like, yep. And I'm like, what is the percentage here in Florida? Now, I was in, where the heck were we? We were in, it was a small area. It was more like a retirement area. And
Jeff, if he's telling this story, I want you to think about the statement he's making right there, how amazed he was just to be able to do something as simple as that. This is what blows my mind. Go on, Paul.
And then the funny part was, I asked, what percentage of people in this area, in this neighborhood, whatever, would you say are carrying a gun? Because I've never seen it, right? And he said 70+%. And I was sitting there like shocked. I'm like, really? So after we left there, my boss, his son, and me, we went to a shooting gallery where there wasn't much questions asked. Here's your guns, go in and shoot. And I was stunned. For about $80, I was able to pick whatever gun I wanted.
Yep. All the way up to full auto.
Yeah, all the way up to full auto and play away. And that just, my mind.
And like, yet, you were able to walk in the area with 70% of the people having guns and nobody was shot.
Now, that said, okay, I'm not anti-gun by any means. I love guns, okay? I do. And all we get to grow up with is like hunting rifles or BB guns. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some really nice BB guns, but that's literally it, right?
Yeah, if this Humorex thing comes through, Paul, by the way, they have a lot of them they want me to demo. So I'll get your opinion on them. But anyway, go on.
And we don't have I shouldn't say we don't have the same problem you have, because we do. Toronto has it, Vancouver has it, Quebec has it, Ottawa, all the big cities still have shootouts. Okay? People are shot in Toronto all the time. We moved away from Toronto to get away from it. Unfortunately, in the States, you don't move away from anywhere to get away from it. That is probably the biggest difference. We have areas where...
no, Steve. Like, that's not quite correct.
I'll tell you straight out, so people are going to know. I'm not going to say where, but I live in Cornwall, Ontario. It's on the New York-Messina border. Okay? I'm 5 minutes, and I'm in Messina. I'm not even kidding. That's how close I am to the States. Now, and of course, totally different worlds when you cross.
Oh, yeah.
So we have us, the native reserve, the island, Cornwall Island, and then the Americans. So I think the natives are dual. They can be American or Canadians, up to them. They can do whatever they want. And then we have the Americans and then Canada. And this is where the war was fought to protect the borders. This is the area, right? That's why there's such like crazy stuff here to talk about all the past and whatever. But anyway, it's a different world when I go across, if I go across. Now we can't, of course, it doesn't matter. But I think that is the... Like Cornwall, what I was trying to get at is, there's nothing. Nothing. Yeah, Messina, New York, if people are wondering where Messina is. I thought the Americans here knew.
No.
So, New York. I'm next to New York, okay? New York State is a pretty damn big state, so I was next to New York when I was in Toronto. It didn't really matter. So that's what I'm getting at. Like, here in Cornwall, we don't even hear about somebody dying, okay? And that is a relief. When I went to work every day in Toronto, I turn on CP24. 18 people were killed last night. 22 people were killed over here. 10 were killed. Oh, B&Es and people going in violent and killing the people. And holy crap.
On that subject, though, and I'll wrap it with Steve, to answer your question, whether you have money or not, if you are totally dead broke, destitute, in full bankruptcy, and you walk into an emergency room with cancer, they must treat it. They don't have a choice. Then you can turn around, walk back in, and get another treatment. They don't have a choice. There is nothing they can do to stop. There's no such thing as a debtor's prison here. So if you've got it, you walk into an emergency room, they must treat you. That's not an option.
Okay.
So
that's cool to know. It really is.
So they're never going to turn somebody away and let you die just because you can't afford to pay. That's a very common misconception. But one thing I will say, and Paul, we're running long, brother. I got a game, but one thing I will say, every city in this country that has the highest rate of gun violence. I'm going to blow your friggin' mind here. And everybody that's watching, especially Canadians, every city that has a high rate of gun violence, and I mean all of them, have two things in common. They have the highest rate of gun control, and they are all left-leaning cities. Every one of them are run by Democrats. All of them. That's not hyperbole. Every single Chicago, LA, Houston, Dallas, all of them that are run by leftists degrade into a cesspool every single time. And they have high gun control. That did a whole lot of good. All you did is took the guns out of the lawful abiding citizens' hands, because criminals don't obey laws. That's why they're criminals.
And I get it. Like the same thing when I was in Florida. I noticed crime wasn't really that bad because, well, let's face it. If you have a gun, well, so does the other freaking person you might be aiming it at. And then the guy that's with them, and so on. So people don't want to pull their gun out for no reason, just to be a bully, because they're going to get shot.
Steve, yes, they can, but they in the states they have bankruptcy, which clears your debt.
Yeah, well, we have bankruptcy as well.
Right, and you can do that over and over and over again. There's no such thing as a debtor's prison.
And I don't disagree with John either. Like I said, I'm Canadian. I have no idea of all the politics and the things that are happening down there. I just know that our 22 deaths in a year, or one every other day, or whatever, does not even compare to what's happening in
Chicago. Yeah, Chicago, LA. Yeah.
Right?
In the cesspools.
And some of it is just, thank God, let them kill each other.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And I don't think anybody deserves to die, but...
Remind me we had this conversation next time, because I had a couple of solutions that would solve a majority of that. And a lot of my conservative friends probably won't like the solutions, but they would work.
But again, like even when here, this guy was dead. He was such a great boy, but he was a gangbanger. Like, I don't care what you say. Of course, the parents are going to say he was a great boy. I don't know why this happened.
Yeah, he was always so calm. He was always so sweet. Other than the 15 felonies,
he was an up and coming rapper. He was an up and coming this. He was an up and coming, and he dressed and looked like a thug. Played a part, get the part, get shot.
Thug's life.
Life.
There it is.
I don't care what color you are. This is not a racial thing, period. And I don't have a racist bone in my body. And I can tell you. What?
That's it. Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course. Everybody
bullshit.
Everybody knows me. I could give a shit less. I don't like dicks. You know what I'm saying? If you're a cool person, I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you speak. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your religion is. If you're a dick, I care. Don't be a dick. Be a good person.
And if you're a dick, don't be behind me.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't like behind me dicks.
And if you do, I have a burner. I'll shoot you in the dick.
I have a BB gun. And that really hurt your...
All right, guys. Well, we got to wrap this, Paul. I got to get on here and fight me some pig. No more feed the pig.
Okay, guys. I apologize, but I don't think I'll be making it to the podcast or to your stream. What? Okay, that's some not cool looks there. Because that's creepy. That's really creepy. I'm still working. I know. I've been working all day right up to the podcast, hence the reason why I had so many freaking problems.
Anybody believe? I think he just doesn't want to see me fight the pig again.
No. It's just... every death here isn't even guns anymore. It's COVID. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. Even gun deaths.
There's gun control. He was shot, but he tested positive.
He died of COVID.
He died of COVID. Feed the
pig.
Yeah.
They want me to do that again. I'm not doing it again. I hate that pig.
That pig is pretty weird. But anyway,
I can't wait.
Cutting down the tree badly, it spanked him. Last death we had was a guy getting killed by his own tree. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you for letting us rant, because I mean, ranting is definitely a thing to do sometimes. I mean, we're a tech channel. We try to do some tech talk and stuff, and we're slowly gonna move into
formatted structure.
A formatted structure. But maybe you guys don't want us to. Or maybe you want a formatted structure and a rant. You know what I mean? Like, instead of it just being a formatted structure. But I mean, that's where we have to figure out where we're headed with this, what we're headed with, who is going to be the viewers. It's great that you guys constantly come in and watch us, and I really respect that. Either we're entertaining enough to keep you, it's a question of getting other people in to be here and say, hey, this is actually kind of fun. This is actually kind of funny. Or these guys are fucking idiots, and I just swore. But it's just one of those things.
Oh, jeez.
I try not to swear, but, thanks for the podcast. Needed a good laugh and rant. Yeah. And again, right, the thing with us is let us know what we're doing right, let us know what we're doing wrong, and we'll figure it all out.
Yep, agreed.
Okay, guys, Geometry Wars, thank you for watching. Yep. Going downhill quick. Uh-oh.
All right, well, I am going to be on Happy's Humble Burger Farm Part 3 to fix something I screwed up the other night, I think.
Sorry.
So, don't miss no more pig. I will not go back to the pig. But I'm not going back to the pig. The trough is empty. I'm done with the pig.
You know what I forgot to do? Hold on.
What, feed the pig? Nice.
I forgot to put up our or whatever you call it, for God's sake.
Nice.
I forgot to put up our forgottenness. Anyway, guys, until next time, thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to our stupidity. And I thought I named it right by saying, are we nuts? Because, yeah, we pretty much are. And I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't feed the pig. Oh.
Pig sucks.
Pig sucks.
We'll see y'all in a bit.
All right, guys, till next time, I just want to say thank you and game over.